this Black History Month with a man who's making a big difference, trying to remove the stigma surrounding mental health with the Black Male Yoga Initiative, helping African-American men improve their physical and mental health, one pose at a time.
Love yourself, strongly, securely. Let's come up into plank.
Yoga instructor Changa is on a mission to create a safe space for Black men to breathe.
Breathing from the chest.
And open up.
Anything that takes away from your masculinity is seen as a negative, especially amongst Black men.
Trauma is deeply intertwined in our existence. We get to express it here.
Many believe discussing mental health in the Black community can be taboo. With the Black Male Yoga Initiative, Bell is hoping to change that.
Yoga brings balance. It puts everything I've ever went through into perspective.
According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Black people are 20% more likely to experience serious mental health problems than white people. But only a quarter of Black people actually seek professional mental health care, instead relying on faith and family for emotional support.
There's unchecked realities, unchecked trauma, sadness, loneliness.
For several years, Bell himself lived an unhealthy lifestyle of smoking and drinking. After a serious heart condition left doctors recommending a pacemaker, Changa turned his life around, starting with yoga.
Ultimately, that led to me founding the Black Male Yoga Initiative because Black men in particular were being isolated by the yoga community. We're marketed as over-sexualized, hyper-violent, hyper-masculine. I wanted to make a huge welcome sign that said, "You're welcome here and come and heal."
It's important for us to have these conversations, for one, amongst ourselves, because we start to believe the stories that are told about us. We're loving our communities, we're loving our families, we're husbands, and we just need to get out there.
It is great to have Changa here and some of the members of the Black Male Yoga Initiative as well. Changa, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having
me.
And
we just had a chance to hear your story. And why do you think it's so important to focus not only on mental health, but for in the Black community, but also Black males in particular?
Yeah, I just think Black males, we're often marginalized by the media, and then we take some of that on. I know we all want to be strong for our families, but like I mentioned in the piece, we tend to be we're just hyper masculine, and we just have this put on us. So yoga helps us be vulnerable and open and just better human beings.
And we want to be, strong for our family, but also our family can help us. And if there are women who want to participate, what are some of the things that they can ask the men in their lives?
Yeah, that's interesting. So I get asked by women all the time how to be a man whisperer.
Hey, good luck with that.
What I would say mostly is that, women are great. You can't, talk about men without talking about women, right? But for women, I would advise just being open and really listening to a man empathetically, using empathy as opposed to sympathy. And looking at body language, is he open and receptive when he's speaking to you about the things he's vulnerable about? But if his body language is closed off, then he might be feeling closed off. So just being really receptive to all that he's communicating in that moment.
And can you walk us through this move and explain to us why this move is so important and what it really means?
So all the moves in yoga are just meant to reverse engineer your neurology. So they'll calm your body, they'll calm your mind. We'll stand up and we'll do this side angle pose. And maybe you can do it in the suit, I don't know. But the gentlemen are gonna stick their left leg forward and extend their right leg back. This is gonna open the shoulders, it's gonna strengthen the legs, also opens the inguinal area. We're gonna lean our left elbow down on the left knee. And so we don't damage the rotator cuff, we're gonna sweep that arm up over, try to really deepen the pelvis and reach.
I'm gonna need a new suit.
Overhead.
So what does this move mean?
So this move doesn't mean anything per se, it's what it's doing for your body. And also, if we stay here for another 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you'll see it strengthening the small muscles that support the larger muscles. And that is indicative of what we need to do in our community. We need to strengthen at the individual level in order to strengthen the community as a whole.
And yes.
Come back up.
And the biggest thing about it is just getting started, just getting started, because yoga is great to calm your mind as well as your body. And I appreciate you coming. I'm glad we didn't stand another 30, 60 seconds. I would have cramped up. But you guys, thank you all for joining. I really think this is great. Mental health in the black community, especially for black males, is very important. And make sure you guys check out the BMYI.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.